Good morning, student. Welcome for today's science class in 7th. We are on the chapter 12, that is reproduction in plants. This is the second class of this chapter, beta. So we are continuing with this chapter. I have prepared the notes of this topic so you can go through with it. Vegetative propagation. We have done earlier asexual reproduction in plants and sexual reproduction in plants. That was the introduction only. In the asexual reproduction, we have done fragmentation, spore formation, as well as budding also. So we are on the vegetative propagation. What is vegetative propagation, beta? So we have to do this. It's a type of asexual reproduction in which new plants are produced by vegetative part of the plant. Means new plant is produced from the roots, stems, leaves and buds. So from this part of the plant, new plant was reproduced and that is the vegetative part of the plant. So vegetative propagation by stem we are doing first. One by one we will do all. So vegetative propagation by stems will take stem tubers. Now what are stem tubers? Tuber is the swollen underground stem of a plant which has stored food. Means food is stored in it. We can give the example potato. So potato is having the tubers which store the food in it. So potato has bud called eyes. So potato के पास eyes हैं and definitely when they are sprouted somewhat, that we are talking about eyes over here. So potato tubers has cut into pieces, now planted it in the soil. Now we are planting that tuber piece in the soil, in the moist soil of course, and cut the parts from eyes and grow it. After a few days, what you will see that new potato will grow. So we will get a new potato. You can see the example picture over here. The eye you can see from where the tuber is coming out, and we are taking out this sprouted part. You can see the shoot has started coming out. You can cut this part and grow it again. You can cut second part also from here and you can grow it. You can take from second part from here, first part from here, cut it and paste it in the moist soil. And we can able to get a new potato plant. So next we are doing is stem bulbs. What are stem bulbs? You must know this first. So underground stem of onion, tulip, lily are called bulbs. So underground stem, the stems which are growing under the water, that is considered in onion, tulip and lilies plants. So bulbs are thick, short and underground stems. Bulbs contain abundant reserve food. Means a lot of food is there, a lot of starch is stored in it, and we can say glucose in any sense. Okay. Bulb has bud in it. When the bud has grown up, definitely you can take out the bud and grow it into a new plant. So this we can do. You can see the example of the onion of the bulbs. You can see through it. In this case you can see this is the onion and it is sprouted and new plants are sprouted from it. You can see from it. You can take the section of this bud part and grow it again and you can get the new plant. So this is the bulb of the onion that is visible on your screen. Okay. So next was rhizome. Now rhizome, what it is? First you know this. Now underground stem of ginger and turmeric. You can see in the winters the ginger is sprouted again, and that was the underground stem, and for the turmeric also you can see this. It is present. So in rhizome, that is known as rhizome. And what are these? They are having the scale like leaves and bud grow on it. They are having the scale like leaves and that is grown on the bud. So new plants grow from these birds. Very good example we can write. Ginger and turmeric are the very good examples of it. You can see on the screen the picture that is very clearly showing this. This is the sprouted part of the ginger and it is growing into new part. You can take out this bulb part and grow it again. Second part, you can see it is visible here. You can take out this part and grow it in the soil, in the moist soil of course, and then you will get a new ginger plant. Okay. Okay beta, now rhizomi we have done. Now next what we are doing is subaerial stems. Subaerial stems, in this part we can cover few topics like this. The branches of some plant that grow from the base of the stem creep along the ground. So branches of some plants that grow from the base of the stem creep along the ground, means they are the creepers which are growing along the ground. Okay, so these branches at the node grow new roots and new leaves. Like when it is creeping along the ground, new leaves and new roots are growing. And when definitely the new leaves and new roots are growing, that arise to a new plant. And it will take places in the case of grass, strawberry, mint are the very good example of subaerial stem. You can see in the picture also the strawberry that is growing by the subaerial stems. It is near the ground, it was growing, and it will grow into a new plant. So next topic we are going to cover is corms. What are corms? We have discussed few tuber bulbs, and now we are discussing about the corms. It's a new word for you, so start learning from now only. Corms are the thickened round stem, and of course it reserves the food. And the buds of corms give new rise to new plant. So it is giving rise to new plants. Of course buds are grown, so new plant can be grown through it. The very good example is Galateaceous. It's a very good example. You can remember the spelling also. You can see the picture on the screen. Galateaceous picture. Bulb you can take out from it and a new plant will grow through it. Now next part is vegetative propagation by roots. As we have discussed the stem part, now we are discussing the roots part. Sweet potato, dahlia and tamarids are the example of vegetative propagation that is taking place by roots. New plants grow from the buds. As you can see, the new plants are growing from the buds. Now grow it in the moist soil by cutting it from the bud. As you can cut it from the bud and put it in the soil, of course nutrition soil you have to grow in it, and it is very easily visible. You can see the screen that there is a picture mentioned over here. The new plants and new buds are growing from this part. You can take out one segment, take out from it, and one tuber you can take out and grow it in the soil, and you will get a new plant. Means from one potato or sweet potato we can get many new small little plants. Next was vegetative propagation by leaves. Stems we have done, roots we have done, now we are on leaves. Vegetative propagation by leaves. Birophyllum and begonia plants are the example of this. Learn the spelling of these plants, beta. The leaves of plant produce bud on the notches in their margin. So what are they doing? Their margins are coming out, small little buds are coming out from that plant. From the leaf, of course, leaves se chota buds are coming out, and they'll grow into a new plant. Leaves get detached from the plant and bud grow into new plant. So you can learn from this also. It will help you to learn. You can see the example picture. Small plantlets has grown from it. And you can see the buds are coming out. See, many buds are coming out from the leaf margins and they will grow into a new plant. So remember the name Birophyllum. That's leaves showing vegetative propagation. So you can learn from this. So we have done many methods under the vegetative propagation. Now, do you know there is a given also in your book, that is mangrove does not produce seeds like flowering plants, but they are viviparous plants. Long structure develop in mangrove plant. These are called propagules. And these propagules develop into young plants. These propagules drop from the parent trees and get dispersed through water. In a favorable place, the propagules develops primary root and cotyledons and develop into a new plant. But in this topic that is given in your book, mangrove do not produce from seed. Yes, beta, they are producing from the segment only, because they are the long structures and they can be grown from their parent plants, and we can, under the favorable conditions, the plant can be grown again from the segment and primary roots and the cotyledon will come through it. Now next we are discussing about the artificial method of vegetative propagation. In this artificial method of propagation, first we are going to take the cutting. We are going to take stem with a bud is cut and planted in the moist soil. So what you can see, one stem is cut it off. In the case of rose, as we all have grown through the cutting method, you can take one part and that grow it again. After few days, what you will see, the root and leaves developed from the cutted stem. You can cut the plant from the stem and grow it in the soil, and after few days roots will develop, new leaves will come, and this it is very easily grown up. It can be take place in the case of sugarcane also. So you can see with the diagram also, it is showing very clearly in this diagram that branch was cut it off and the rose branches you can see over here, and new leaves was grown over here, new leaves as you can see over here, and new roots are also developed. There is no root over here and new roots has been developed. So next we are going to start the activity to obtain a new plant from the stem of an existing plant by the method of cutting. By this method we are going to study what it is written over here. A stem of a rose plant was spotted filled and in the moist soil. Cut a small part of stem and the branches of rose plant having at least one bud. If it is having one bud, then cut piece with a bud is called stem cutting. If you are cutting it from one bud, then it is called stem cutting. And put the lower end of the stem cutting in the moist soil. Then we are putting in the moist soil in the part, and the upper part of the stem cutting having bud above the ground. It should be above the ground. Okay, one segment should be there. Water it, give the nutritions, and definitely after few days you can see the new rose plant has grown from that stem cutting. So this is the activity that you can do. Next step is layering. In this layering, you can go with the many plants, as jasmine is also possible, rose is also possible. So we'll go with the jasmine. Lower branches of plant is bent. You can see it is bended over here, and small portion of it is covered with moist soil. In some part we have covered it with moist soil, and the bark of this covered portion is removed now. before covering it in the soil. So please remove the bark first and then grown it in the soil. These are the important points that you have to take place. Should be cover it up when you are planting the jasmine plant or doing with the layering method. So next is grafting. What is grafting? It is the method to develop a better variety of two plants from the two plants. As you know, this plant is having a very good variety and this plant is having another good variety. So take these two plants and from these two plants you will get new one. So from the one plant you are taking scion and from the second plant you are taking stalk. Means rooted stem is called stalk and the stumped part is called scion. So root and scions are placed one above the another. And what you have to do now, tie it with the cloth and cover it with the poly bag also, so that the rain, temperature will not affect, and even the dust and all will not affect it. So cover it with cloth and then cover it with the polythene bag. And after a few days, new cell developed. What will happen? It will join the scion and stalk together and you will get a new variety of plant that can be mango, rose, pears, lemon. All these plants can be grown through the method of grafting. Okay. Now you can see that in the picture also the scion part is there, which is visible. Here it is, and then this part is stalk. Now it is pasted with the, you can see the cloth is covered in these two parts and joining them together. After a few days a new plant will be grown. Okay, then we have done with this. So many methods we have covered today. Please see them, learn the examples also with these methods beta, and it will be very easy to you to learn also. In the next topic, next class, we are going to cover the tissue culture. Till then, thank you. Have a nice day beta.